This is Halloween.
I think I'm going to try Hocus Pocus by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Smells good. That smells great. It says cinnamon, apple, and caramel. And this is medium roast. Okay, that does not work. I don't know why I thought that would work. Yes! Does not want to stay up. I think that's good for a cup. This will be my first cup of this Joffrey's. What's Joffrey's again? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. So this is the official specialty coffee of Disney Parks and Resorts. Oh, did not know that. So, okay, so Joffrey's is, that's the reason why I didn't. Okay. It says 2 tablespoons for every 6 ounces, but yeah, it's me we're talking about. Now I do. Where's my coffee cups? Woo! The steam, the steam, the steam. Went to Costco. Is that Trick or Treat? Java Factory Roasters Trick or Treat. Got a whole box of those. All right here. Oh dear. Okay, that's. And this one is, what was it? Cinnamon and apple and caramel. So I guess I won't put any syrup in it. And I will do, let's taste it first. So if I need anything. Yeah, we're gonna need some tonic. Maybe a little bat breath. I think that'd be better. I mean, it smells good. It's just, yeah, I don't know. So, see you guys in a little bit. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Honeybee's Hive. And for those of you that are new, or maybe you just forgot, I'm Honeybee. So, today I am going to be putting on Lyric and Matthew's October outfits. And I do have them right here. This one is Matthew's. And I'm going to put, my plan is to put the Hocus Pocus one on Lyric. And then I have two more here. So these two came today. And so we want to get these on the last remaining one. So I'm thinking, well, you know, we'll decide that. So if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so. You can take this time right now to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure that you're getting your notifications so that when you know when a new video is coming out. Also, hit that like button and don't forget to leave me a comment and don't forget to share the videos because what? Sharing is caring. So I'll be right back and we'll go ahead and get started and getting them dressed. And we're going to chit chat today. I've had a hell of a week, guys, and ups and downs. And that's one of the topics I want to discuss. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Not bad. Ooh, that is yummy. That Hocus Pocus is pretty good. So how was your week, everyone? This is my Lyric, my little angel. She's precious. Okay, so let's get her. I want to get her into the one outfit. Let's see if we're going to be able to do that. Hopefully. And what I meant by that just to make sure she can fit it right. Right. So, so how was your week? Did I ask you guys that yet? How was your week? So today it's Friday night for me. And we are sitting pretty at 21 degrees. Yeah, it's gotten a little nippy. It's definitely gotten a little nippy. And she's lovely. Say, hey, family. So, like I said, I wanted to put the Hocus Pocus one on her, definitely. And yeah, there we go. I do believe it should fit just fine. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay. And then we're going to do her hair up. We don't know how just yet. But we'll come to that. So, her diaper is fine. She's so pretty to me. Such a pretty doll. A pretty sculpt. So pretty, 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 pretty. Yes, she is. So, guys. So today, I don't know. This has been on my mind to talk about this. But I don't know. I had not brought in it. I bring it up in different ways, but I hadn't really had a sit down conversation with you guys about it. But after this week, I think that I would. So, and when I said that, what I meant was when I said earlier I had a hell of a week. I did, yes. But more so, it's been several days I wanted to make a video. Last night was one of the times I do remember. I sat up here and all day long, I knew I wanted to make a video. So I said I was going to do this video, after work. But I just mentally, I just wasn't there. I couldn't do it. So, and that's what I want to talk to you about. Living with mental illness. Okay. So and you guys know my situation. I've explained to you a little bit. What size is this? Well, let's just put this on and see if this is too big. This might be too big for her. Yeah, what size did I get? Yeah, this might be kind of big. Yeah, that might be kind of big. If that's the case, that's not a problem because these, I believe, are smaller. And I can put one of these on her. Like, for instance, this one, which is so darling. Okay, so we might change our mind. It still matches his. It's still black and white, so let's do that. Let's switch it up and let's put this pretty little dress on her, okay? So, Hocus Pocus back over here. And, okay, so, yeah, I was sitting here and I wanted to do a video, but I couldn't do it mentally. Mentally, I just was not able to bring myself to make the video. And what I did all week is basically try to hide how I had been feeling all week. Which is something that I have grown to just do, it's so natural to just do it, and because it's going to have to come up, and the shirt's going to have to come off. So, and that's one of the things I wanted to discuss is living when you have mental illness, when you have a mental illness. That's pretty much what it's called. That's pretty. And you're hiding it. You don't, you don't want people to know what's going on with you. Life, what it's like for me. And this is what, and I can't say what it's like for someone else. All I can say is what it's like for me. Okay. So that's what I want to talk about. I really do want to put the Hocus Pocus on her. I think it's going to be too big though. I put that one on her and it was a little big, but I don't know. She rocked it. Yeah, that Nick, I'm looking at it. And this is going to be a little big. Yeah. And I cannot remember for the life of me what sizes I got. Okay. So let's go back to the little dress that I decided on. So I'm going to put these tights on her. I'm going to take this off. So, yeah. So I spent this week, hiding how I feel. And I mean, so let me tell you. So let me give you, it's kind of, I'm trying to figure out how to explain it or how to talk about it. It's really kind of weird. So I'm just going to tell you, so this is me. So a situation, when something comes up that is hard for me to deal with, hard for me to handle, I guess you can say. Yes. So it'd be difficult for me to handle. And like I said, what is difficult for me to handle is not the same as another person. We all handle things differently. We all can tolerate different levels of stress. So my tolerance is going to be a little different than yours, of course. So because of the issues or because of some of the stress that I was dealing with at work, I was having a difficult time being able to do some things that I had wanted to do, and including the videos, just being able to do all kinds of things that I had wanted to do. Basically, things are normally considered fun for me. I wasn't able to partake in any of those. I kept myself busy though with crocheting, which is normally what I do when I am stressed out. I don't know. I started doing that a few years ago, and if I could just continuously do that, I would and I started this, granny square, and it just keeps going. So I started it this week, and I'll make sure you later how big it's gotten. So it just keeps going. What am I making? I don't know. But I started it, and I just keep adding to it. Just keep adding to it. I'll just sit there and just do it. Yeah. Other than that, I watched my show. It's a show that I like to watch right now. It's funny. It's no thinking, no anything like that. So I enjoyed it. I laugh. I like to do that. What else? But I do take medication, so that does help. And I kind of feel like, and this is one of the things I do too, is when talking about it, I go into a roundabout before I even get to the point. If I even ever get to the point. Yeah, that's another thing I do too. So Oh, goodness. Okay, I just zipped this up and that what doesn't want to zip. Come on, come on. Owie, owie, owie. I don't have the fingers for this. So, oh goodness. All right, so I had a bad week and I shut down. That's basically what happens is I shut down. I shut down to the point to where a lot of things did not get done, not even at work. And I think it's cute. What do you think? I don't know. I'm just not feeling this dress. It's cute. It really is. I don't know. Maybe on someone who's standing. What do you think? Let's put her on. Okay. I said Hocus Pocus, and I think I am going to put her on a Hocus Pocus. This is the first time I've done a outfit fail. This was an outfit fail. I do like this outfit, but just not on her. I don't like this on her. It's too dark. Yeah, I just don't like this on her. Sorry, guys. Outfit fail. It's okay. Let's put the Hocus Pocus. We're going to do the Hocus Pocus. We're going to make this Hocus Pocus work, okay? This is too dark. Too much black on her. This is really just, not feeling it. Yeah, so it is hard. It's difficult when you suffer from, I don't even want to keep saying mental illness, but that's what it is. When you suffer from that and you're dealing with it by yourself, pretty much. That's what it feels like. Because technically you are. This is your problem. This is your disease, your illness, your problem. My problem, put it like that. And I have grown to when it happens, I don't know. So when it happens, the medication I'm on does help me to not go in total seclusion, because that could happen. So I don't do that. Plus, I have my kids living with me, so definitely can't go into total, complete seclusion because, they're going to be like, hello, what's going on? Get up. What's going on? Hey. So that won't happen. Yeah, and he's like, well, why don't you get, therapy? You can go get help and blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, I have tried that. And let me tell you the difficult thing about that. I think I kind of feel like I'm all over the place with this, but but this is what it's like. I'm gonna tell you, this is what it's like. This is what it's like for me. So you're getting a real insight of how I deal with it. So I want to do the video. I could not do the video last night. So I was able to do the video today because something good happened. I had a few orders came in, a few packages came that had gotten lost. So one of them was a couple of the outfits. The other outfits did not come yet. My princess dresses, I don't know where they are. And one of my babies came, which I have not opened up. I'll open up that one later. This is cute. This I like on her. See? I like that. It's a little big, but that's okay. I like this on her. I didn't like the other one on her, but I do like this one on her. It's so cute. This suits you better. Yes, it does. Oh my goodness, she's adorable. Okay, so And I've been tired a lot this week too, and that probably has a lot to do with it because it does, I don't know. I don't want to say it makes me tired because I don't really know. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. But because of the other things, the pain and the medication that I'm on, that also makes me extremely tired. And I don't sleep as it is, so. So, I did have to fight with myself to get back on track with work. And I think I did. I just had to stop looking at the emails and, I, meditate a little bit and just kind of get back in there and start focusing on, the job itself, which is what I like. And not I don't, just everything else that comes with, your job. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So I did that. And today was actually a good day. Yesterday was a good day. Yesterday was a good day. Today was a good day for work. But when I finished up work last night, I just still didn't want to do the videos. I still didn't have it in me to do it. Today, better. Before the medication would not have been so good. I probably still would not. I wouldn't even not even been having a good day, period. Okay. Before the medication, I would be... Okay, so let me give you an example. Let me tell you what happened to me before. So, this is what happened to me before. I remember this because trying to explain what happened is it's kind of like, well, this is what happened. So, I'm working full time at this job. And I decided I had been going to school for a minute. I'm trying to finish up my degree. And so I had moved. So I was in another town. And I needed to, the school that I was at, I was not able to, I exhausted my hours that I can take there. Classes that I can take there. So it was time for me to transfer to another college. So that's what I did. So I had done everything that I was supposed to do. I had enrolled. And it happened to be this school that was notorious for just being unprepared and not having their, what is it called? Not doing what they're supposed to do, not being timely, not, just, they're terrible. Okay. They're really terrible at getting everything together that they're supposed to be getting together. So I had enrolled in my classes. I had applied for my loans and everything, my financial aid and everything that I needed to do. This time I'm broke. Okay. This job I'm having, not paying much. So I'm broke. So yeah, I qualified for financial aid. So, did all this way ahead of time like I was supposed to. So then it comes time for me to go and get enrolled, to go get my classes. So I took off, or I don't know, I didn't take off. Did I take off? I might have taken off to go and get my classes, to go get enrolled. I think I did take off. And so I went to the school to go get enrolled and everything, to go get my classes, enroll in my classes. And I get there and they tell me that I didn't have any financial aid. So basically they told me I didn't have a way to pay for my classes. And at the time, what I did not know, and I found this out later, is that what a lot of people would do, they would just go ahead and get into the classes. And then later on, their financial aid stuff would come through and everything would be okay. and it was understood that the school was just late processing everything. But for me, yeah, that doesn't fly, because I am enrolling in school and I need to make sure that I have a way to pay for it. And I have done everything that I'm supposed to do. And you're telling me that I don't have a way to pay for it. And my financial aid has not been finished or completed. What in the world? So that didn't go over so well with me. And now you can kind of like, oh my God, that's, it can be funny, it can be, I don't know, a learning experience, I don't know, it can be considered all kinds of things. For me, it was traumatic. And I did not take it very well. Okay. I remember this because it was very bad for me. It was so bad to the point to where I cried. I don't know how long that I cried. I completely shut down, and I didn't leave my house. So I did not go to work, did not call in, did not do anything. Because when this happens, I can't call in. I can't even function. Okay. I am completely just what it feels like. Let me tell you what it feels like to me. Okay. I don't know what it feels like to anyone else, but let me tell you what it feels like to me. It feels like to me, it's the end of the world, pretty much. I know you say, well, this is just a minor thing. This is something. Yeah, I can see that now, but I couldn't see that then. I couldn't see that at that moment. To me, it was the worst thing that could ever happen to me, because I had been trying to finish school, and I had already come up with so many things getting in my way, and I'm having to push things back to accommodate just life, right? It happens. So this was just one of those things again. But to me, it was the worst. It felt like to me that my dreams had been crushed, that it was the end, and I could not see past that moment. I don't remember how long it was when I finally came out of it, and I was able to pick myself up and be able to, I guess you can say, basically enter into the world again, face other people. It was several days before I was able to do that. Yeah. So I know this happened. I know that would happen to me. It wasn't the first time that had happened to me. It will happen. It happens in anything that I deem to be, for me, traumatic. And but this does not happen all the time. This is not like this is a feeling that I have all the time. It is not. It is other times, and this is how it used to be for me. Other times I was extremely happy. So happy. I would be just so happy. You hear me? And but when this would happen, it was just horrible for me. I'm pretty sure I I was angry, because usually that's one of the feelings that I would feel, would be anger. Um, and then I would go into just, I just didn't know what to do. I guess we can do another ponytail again, you guys. What do you guys think? Or should we do, I don't know, 2 ponytails, 1 ponytail? I don't really know. I've been doing 1 ponytail on them, haven't I? I don't know. Let's see how we're looking with 1 ponytail. This bow. My goodness, this bow. So, and let me tell you, so what else happened? So I ended up losing my job. Why? Because I didn't show up for a few days. So, and for me, I understood that. I know what happens. You don't show up, you don't do this. This is how I just always assumed that, this is how it is. I didn't do my part of the agreement. The agreement was that I come into work, I work my schedule. If I was not able to come in, then I was supposed to call in a certain amount of time. I had to give them if I was not able to come in for a shift. So I had to give a notice as to that I wasn't going to be able to come in. So I did not do that. So I understood the consequences. And I pretty much just went up there and told them. I just went up there. I just went to my job and turned everything in. Because I pretty much automatically assumed, or I just knew, oh, well, I'm getting fired. I went and talked to my manager and everything, and she was really nice. And, I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. But, I mean, I came out just fine. I went up there and talked to everybody and everything. And I'm there, and I'm like thinking to myself, you could have just called in. Yeah, I could have, but I couldn't. I could not. Oh, what does it feel like? It feels like fear. Fear comes in. That's what happens too. That's another thing. It's one of the biggest things is fear. Because I know I will sit there just curled up. Because once I want to call in, but I can't call in, and then I don't call in. So then that's another thing. So that's another thing that piled on top of the other thing that happened. Okay, so now I'm afraid because I'm going to be in trouble at work. Yeah, so then I'm like sitting there just all curled up in my ball. Can't really do anything. So that is what I have been feeling this week. Not so intense, but the fear. It's that fear that I don't really like this bow. Maybe as a ponytail, yeah, but not as that. So let's do this differently, okay? I'm just not feeling that bow across her head like that. So let's try something else here, okay? So, but yeah, let's try something else, guys, okay? Mm, so, what was I saying? So yeah, it just feels like it's fear, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, it's the fear, and then it's the fear that keeps me from reaching out, or keeps me from talking to anyone about what's going on or how I'm feeling. And then and then I go into this. Now I don't stay in the fear very long. Um, I go into, only thing I can think of it is feeling blue. Yeah, that's the best way I would describe it, as feeling blue, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So, because and that's pretty much how I felt when I was wanting to do the videos, but I did not. I was like, no, because I just felt blue. Yeah, blue. You know, not not happy, just really kind of sad. Yeah. And no particular reason that I could explain, you know, just a feeling that I felt. Okay, I like that. I can I can get with this better. I like that. What do y'all think? Isn't that cute now? That's so much better. Okay. It does look better. Now you look like a little girl. I like that. That's cute. That's cute. Yes, it is. It's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Ain't she cute, cute, cute? I love it. Cute, cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah. Okay. So she's got her little outfit on. Go. So Lyric is ready. I'm just going to sit Lyric right here. Okay. Isn't she adorable? Yeah. Okay. Now let's get Matthew dressed. So let's get Matthew out of his little onesie. And I changed his, I put this one on him the last time. So I think I'm going to keep this one on him too. So I just put this one on him when I put his little onesie on. Oh, I guess I gotta get you out your shoes first, right? Right, little man? So, but yeah. That's what it was like for me this week. And it sucks. It really does. But let me tell before I was on the medication, oh my God, it was horrible. So I don't have as many other problems as I had before, which is really, really, really good. And I tell my doctor that all the time. I'm like, you know what? I can't really complain because I don't have the issues that I had before. So I'm good. You know, I'll deal with whatever it is I got to deal with. Just love this little guy. This is my Matthew, guys. Oh, this is my chunky monkey. Say hey, fam. Hey. Love you. So, but yeah, for me, and then when my kid, even when the kiddos were little, I've had to. It seemed like it got worse. I know they said I had high blood pressure when, and I know that is also. I've read that that is also an effect of mental illness too. But yeah, in my early 20s, they told me I had hypertension. Yeah. So, and let me tell you what it was like trying to trying to explain what you're feeling, and you have children, small children. So, oh my goodness, it was really difficult to try to get help. It was. Because it seems like whenever I would try to get help, it's like they would start. I mean, it's difficult. It is difficult now, too. Because first off, when you call to try to get help, they're going to ask you, they do this whatever intake or whatever. And they ask you, so, what is it? What are your symptoms, or what is this? What are you going through? What do you need to get help with, and all of this? And I'm kind of like, I knew all of that. Why the hell would I be calling you? But whatever, okay? So I will be like telling them, like, well, I need, for this particular reason, like, I'm stressed out at my job, blah, 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 blah. And they'll take it as being something minor, as being, and I don't get the help that I need. If I can even get in, I probably don't even get in, right? So this little guy, he just sits up on me like just so right. I love this guy. I really, really, really do. I was thinking about getting me a little girl like him. He precious. He just so precious. He just sits so perfectly. Oh, just my precious. Okay, so I can sit with him forever. You can put your little ticker onesie on. So, yeah, trying to get help when it's really difficult, because they'll be like, they ask you these questions, and they're really weird questions. Finally, I know when I was in this one state, I went to the doctor, and I got to see an actual psychiatrist, and that was the first time I got diagnosed correctly. And well, I say correctly. I was able to talk to them about some of the things that I was feeling, and they asked me questions. And ooh, these thighs! Oh, get these over these thighs, booba! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! They made these for a little thigh baby. So they make this for skinny babies, huh? So we know skinny babies. We know skinny babies here. So, yeah, they asked you these questions. And I remember, let me tell you this one time. I remember this when I was in my early 20s. And I remember I went to tell him, I went to a doctor, and I remember talking to him about, what I'd been feeling and what I'd been going through. And you know what he tells me? He tells me, well, everybody goes through this. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. This is the things that these are the responses that I was getting from doctors and stuff. It was really weird, okay? And another time, I know I was trying to talk to my doctor about what I was feeling and experiencing and stuff. And I remember they were like, and I was telling them about, okay, so, ow! My nails are still weak from when I had those, whatever they were, those, on my nail thingies. Trying to get the tail where it goes. The tail is not where it goes. So, ow! It hurt. So, this doctor, so before I was on my medication, I would have, let me see. Let me try to remember. One of the symptoms I had was, I guess, anger. And it would be, if you made me angry, I would get, it takes me, if I got angry, because it would take me a lot, because I told you I was always happy. So it would take a lot to make me angry. But if you really, really made me angry, it would take me forever to come down from that anger. Okay, this tail is not where it's supposed to be. I don't think that's where the tail goes here by the booty, right? Yeah, not down there. So what is going on with this suit? Don't know. Okay. So we are going to have to adjust the tail on here and sew it back on. We'll have to take it off and sew it back on. Okay. Now I'm having some issues with this outfit too. Why is this outfit so tight? It's tight in the thighs. Such a weird little outfit. That's what it looks like with the hood on. So that's what it looks like. It's got the little ears. It's cute. He's so precious. He's so precious, precious. Little precious. So I gotta find you some socks. I don't think we have any orange. So all your socks are like white. I don't have socks like black or orange or anything like that. So, yeah. I know that. So we'll get your socks in a minute. And I'm going to have to take that tail off and move it because the tail is not where it's supposed to be. But that's okay. We will move that tail. I can do that. Get the, let's see. Maybe. Yeah, I think this would be better. Let's put this one on her. I do need to comb your hair. I've been meaning to comb it, and I had not done it yet. What color socks do you have on? Pink. I'm going to switch out your socks to some white ones. Or no socks. I'll probably do no socks. Yeah, we're doing no socks. Okay, so I was telling y'all. Okay, so another time, talked to a doctor, and this doctor says, so for a little while, I was going to, when I was younger, I would go and get a low dose of, I can't remember what it was, but it would help with my anxiety. So we talked about, so some of the things they said that I had anxiety. So I've been dealing with that for a while. Pretty sure that's probably true since we've been saying that for the longest. I went to one of those income places, those income mental health places where it's based off of your income. So those places, you just have to meet the income guidelines and you go in and you can get what you need. Actually can. It's a lot easier than when you have insurance and trying to find a doctor because nobody is available. And yeah, which is what I'm dealing with now. But when I had no money, I could go see you know, someone at one of the low income places. See, she's got on the pony 3T, 4T, little pony. What are these called? Pull-ups. So her feet, oh, I don't like her feet. So, yeah, it was easier to get help at one of those places because all you had to do was go up there and, well, make your appointment, go up there. I mean, it's inconvenient. It is. Um, but, they'll see you. You just got to make your appointment and stuff. And after that, you just go up there and get your pills, your medication, or whatever. So mine was for anxiety. Um, I had the low dosage. It helped a little bit, not really much. But I never would tell them that, the actual truth of all my symptoms and everything. I didn't tell them everything that I experienced. I didn't tell them about the shutdowns and the crawling up in a ball and holding on to my baby because I'm just terrified. I'm scared to leave the house. No, I didn't tell them about none of that. Why? Because I don't know, they just start looking at you funny when you start saying too much. But now that I'm older, yeah, this is what I feel, this is what I'm going through. But even though I still catch myself not, sometimes feeling ashamed of what it is, how, about all of this, feeling ashamed that, I do live in fear. I do. I do have a difficult time, in certain situations, and certain situations I have a hard time dealing with. I do have a hard time, expressing those things or talking about it, or I just do. But I'm getting better. I had the same doctor I've had since I've been here the past 3 years. So I've gotten really better at telling him how I feel. He is not my psychiatrist or my psychologist. He's only my medical doctor. But I feel comfortable because, like I said, I've had him the whole time I've been here. And I do tell him how I feel and what I've been going through. And he doesn't seem to judge me. He doesn't look at me differently. He doesn't, nothing. And I appreciate that because I have been to so many doctors that did, Oh, now this is so cute on her. So let me tell you about this one doctor that I went to. When they told me, I was trying to tell them about the things that I go through, like the anger things. Like I get so angry that no more. I get so angry that it would be really hard for me to come down. And once I'm at that point, I did hit that point one time. I don't know if it was last month or whenever. I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you about that mess. But but just pissed me off. I'll tell you about that. So, but yeah, normally I would get so angry that I lose control. I do. I would lose control. And when I say lose control, I would throw things, break things. That's it. Throw things, break things. Maybe yell and scream. Yeah, maybe yell and scream, cry. Yeah. Yeah, that was my anger. And yeah. Yeah, but for the most part, I wasn't a person who got into fights or anything like that, so that wasn't me. Um, it's just that if you made me angry, if I gotten angry, then that's, oh, this is so darling. And that's what would happen, is that it would be really hard for me to come down. Now, let me tell you. So I told you guys that I met my family. I found my family a few years ago, right? So my aunt that named me, what I found out also with her is that she does the same thing. Yes. So she's telling me about her stories. Hey, we match. So she's telling me about her stories about, I have to stand her up here because she stands and she does not sit. So she's telling me about her stories, about things, about, just her and my mother, just telling me things. So when I went to go see her, she was telling me lots of stories about me. She was telling me and my son about how, all kinds of things. There's trouble she done got into. I forgot what they call her. But she stays in something. So she's little and she's feisty. Ooh, is she feisty? Okay. So when I say that she does things like me, is that she's really happy. She's really, a happy-go-lucky person. But when she gets angry, and she just gets angry. She gets angry and she just, she acts on it. But that's cute. Okay. So that's one of the things. And when I say, is that one of the things that she told me that when I was like, oh my God, I've done that before. Whereas that she gets so angry. I can't remember. And I think she blacks out, and I have done that. Gotten so angry but that only happened to me once. And it was the only fight that I'd ever gotten into. And I had, again, it wasn't something that I had started. Said I'm happy-go-lucky. It was something someone else had started. It was before I even had any children. This is my very young years. Yeah, weirdest thing. Never got into a fight before in my life. Got into a fight this one time. Someone I thought was my friend. And yeah. So, but yeah, she had hit that button, and she just made me so mad. I got so angry that I blacked out. And when I realized what was going on, I was on top of her and I was beating the crap out of her. So, assuming it's a fight that she started. But yeah, I stopped because that feeling, I didn't like that feeling. I felt that, honestly, I felt that I was going to kill her if I would have continued hitting her. I felt like I could have killed her. So I immediately stopped. I shocked myself, honestly. I didn't like that at all. So I know I try to keep myself out of anything like that I could possibly even get that angry at someone, allow anyone to even push me to that point, whereas my aunt, she stays in trouble. But different people. We're two different people. Yeah, but where the heck is that bag? I just had that bag with the hair things in them. Did I drop? Oh, there it is. I did. I dropped it. I dropped it on the floor. So, yeah, that was the first time. I don't think I've ever experienced that before. But after that, most of the time my anger is like, it was like basically, if something happens, I get defensive. I feel like I have to defend myself. So I will do that. That will be something if I feel that I've been disrespected, and I guess that might come from being bullied by my mother, my adopted mother, to the point to where I won't let anyone bully me, or talk down to me. I don't like that, and I will defend myself if that happens. So those are times that I would get angry if I felt someone was disrespecting me, or especially especially if it was my kids or anything like that. That would be something that I would make me angry. And but I didn't really act out on those type of situations. Situations that would really, really anger me would be like, I don't know, oh my gosh, it takes a lot to make me angry, okay? A lot. So it's really, yeah, it would really take me a lot. So, maybe a stressful situation. I remember getting angry at a friend who was living with me, and oh my gosh, you won't believe, she would make you angry too. First, she brought some strange man into my house, and my kid was there too. And I was at work, and I come home, and there's a strange man laying up in the living room naked. Yeah. So, needless to say, we did. I mean, it just got to. It was like something that kept happening. It was like one thing after another, one thing after another, one thing after another. That was one instance. Another instance happened. Something else happened, and then this is someone that I offered my home to her and her children. So next thing happened, I think was a final straw, was that she had broke a glass, a sliding door. It was all mirror, and she broke it. I don't know, she closed it too hard, something. I don't know, hers to shatter, and that was like the last straw. So I didn't hit her or anything like that, but I did throw things at her. Luckily, she missed them. Luckily, she was able to dodge everything I threw at her. But I broke some cups and stuff, and it was not my intention to actually hit her. It was just I was so angry. I had just pretty much had enough, and I needed to express that anger. I needed to release it. Yeah, release it. So my way of releasing anger was by throwing things. Oh my goodness, I used to do that quite a bit. So if I got really angry, I would release that anger by throwing something, and it would break. Afterwards, I probably would go and meditate, but that's just what I did. You know what I'm gonna do with her? Because I did 2 ponytails instead of 1. Well, I do have I got black, but I don't have, oh no, she's got black and orange. And these are the colors that I got that, already in a bow. And wait a minute, I think I might have, no, you know what? These only have one bow. So she would have to have one ponytail, and she has 2 ponytails. So I'm going to go get my ribbon so that I can make her 2 ribbons for her ponytail. She is so cute in this little dress, isn't she, guys? And she's so cute. She's so cute in that dress. I do like this dress. She is cute in that one. So I shall be right back. Okay. I am back. I'm going to make her bows out of these 2. Oh, that'd be cute. Alrighty. So little one, why don't you stand? Oh, oh, oh! I'm so sorry. Why don't you stand right there? I'll get these bows here. This ribbon. I'll make you some bows. So, let me see. So my experience with mental illness has not been that easy. It's been a bit of a oh goodness. Try to go. Let's do one set. Yeah, that should do it. So yeah, and when you have young children, you're afraid to say too much because you're afraid that they might consider you an unfit mother, and you don't want your children being taken away from you. So, and that was another thing that I was afraid of when I was a young mother. I had everything against me when I was a young mother. I'm going to tell you about that story. So, we'll talk about that another day. But, so yeah, it was just, and I didn't have, like I said, you guys know, it's always been just me and my kiddo. And I didn't have any family or anyone to be able to turn to, or to help me, or to talk to, or anything like that. It's always been just me. So, me and my kiddo. So, I would try to get something to help me with some of the things that I was dealing with, which was the medication that they gave me. I can't even remember what it was. It was a low dose of something. When I went a few years ago, when I did go and talk to someone about it, yeah, they had told me that, yeah, that's just a low dose. It really doesn't, do anything. I was like, yeah, it really does not. Not for me. Um, I have, and I found out, and one way that I found out that I was having panic attacks, because that was something I didn't even know anything about. Anxiety attacks, I think that's what they're called. Was I drove myself to the hospital. I was supposed to have surgery. So I am finding out a lot of things about myself by accident. So I drove myself to the hospital because I was having chest pains in the middle of the night. I get there and I'm telling them I can't breathe. My chest hurts. And then they tell me, the nurse takes me in the back. She sits me down. She's so calm, and she talks to me, and she tells me what is going on. And I'm just looking at her like, what? Okay. Yeah. Did not know that is what I was going on. So come to find out is that I was in so much pain that that's how I reacted. So makes sense, because I do that. That's something, if I am in a great deal of pain, that does happen. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. What do you think? I'm doing 2 bowls. I thought that might be cute if I did it like that. Or maybe I should tie them together. Couldn't really decide on it. I want to do 2 bowls or let me see. Let's try. I'm still just trying to decide how I want to do the bowls. It's usually what I do. I just, you know. So, yeah. So that was something I had learned about myself, and that was how old I was when I got that surgery. So, found that out because I had chest pains before, and this had happened to me before, and I didn't know what it was. So now I knew. Now I knew what that was. Like, oh, that's what that is. I had felt this before. I just did not know. So, yeah. This was me, seriously, just not having a clue and can't get the help that I needed to get. Or I should have been able to get, which life would have been so much better. Oh my God, you guys just don't know. I probably would have been able to, because you cannot, I could not. I keep saying you. I say I found it really difficult to function. I did my best, thought I was functioning okay. And then after I got this job, and I like this job. I wanted to keep this job. I've been there for a few years. I went to the doctor. I'm like, look, I have a terrible feeling that, oh, that is cute. I like it better like that. I have a terrible feeling that I'm about to do something that I'm going to regret. And because I was starting to stress out I was starting to stress a great deal about my job. And it's never the job. It wasn't really a job. It was more other things that I was dealing with at this particular time. And it was a manager. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a manager. And oh man, yeah, she was a mess. So it was getting to the point that it was getting so bad to me that I was really not liking it no more. I was like, I knew what was about to happen. I know that I will shut down, and I won't go back. I will just, and then if that happens, I could lose my job, and I did not want that to happen. Okay. So I went to the doctor and I told him, I said, look, this is what I am afraid is about to happen. And I explained all this stuff to them. I explained to what normally happens in my past. And immediately they helped me, you know, which was the first time. I swear it was the first time that I actually got help. And no judgment, no. Oh, that is so cute. What you guys think? Isn't she just adorable? Yes, she is. I am loving this. On her and the cute guys. Yes, it is. I love it. She's adorable. So, she's so darling. So I have one more dress. I think we're going to put her in it. Okay. So let's put this one back over here. They're looking so okay. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I went. And this was kids are grown in college. So I'm like, look, this is what I'm feeling. This is what's going to happen. This is what I think is going to happen. I don't want this to happen. This is what I've been dealing with, and I'm having a really hard time. So this is the beginning of me trying to get some help, okay? So finally, after years and years of just living with it and trying to do my best. So I had I got, every time I go to the hospital, if something happens, they give me something, usually Lortabs or something like that, which helps me You know, she's so cute. Helps me to deal with whatever it is I'm having to deal with. But it's not really the answer, okay? So, and let me tell you what happened. What got me, and let me tell you why I went and got help. It wasn't me on my own. And it wasn't just, I just said one day, hey, I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to go get help. No, it was a co-worker, and we're still friends to this day. Doesn't work for the same company no more that I still do work for, but we are still really, really good friends. Um, this person just so happened. I forgot to put my mic on. Why didn't y'all tell me that? Okay, so sorry about that. So here we are. So what happened was, sorry, I know you probably couldn't hear me a while ago, and I don't know how far I got into this conversation that you could not hear me. So I will try to back up a little bit because I just realized my mic was not on. It happens. So here I am. We're going to put her on this dress, and don't tell me I've been sitting here this whole time. I do hope not. With my mic off? God, I hope not. I'll have to go back and look at it and see how much I did not have my mic on. But anyway, so this coworker had anxiety, and he's just got to telling me about it, telling me about going to the doctor and depression. That's what it was. It was depression he was dealing with. So he was telling me about he went to the doctor and he told him, and then they told him this and blah 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 about I say blah blah blah, but he went to the doctor and they told him, because at the time we were in a place that was kind of dark and lots of rainy days and stuff like that. So it was like they told him, he went to the doctor and the doctor had told him about depression and stuff that happens due to I don't know, I guess being in the dark or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, then he said his doctor had also told him about some other things that didn't, weren't related to that, but was some things that he was dealing with that were about him, and like anxiety, and and so I don't know, he just started telling me about this. But had he probably not told me about this, I probably never would have even had the courage to get up and go to the doctor and let them know what was going on and how I was feeling. But because he shared his story with me, I was able to go to the doctor and tell them how I felt and what was going on. And that is exactly what I did. I made me an appointment, went to the doctor, told him what I was feeling and what was going on. And that was the beginning of me finally, after 18 years, of finally getting help. This little angel, we're going to put her like that because I got to figure out, I don't know about this dress, but yeah, this one does fit her. It's fine. It's just, I think I'm going to keep I know it's white and I know it's showing. It's got a little pink bow, but I'm going to keep it on her because I just don't like all that black. Yeah, it's such a cute dress. I just don't like it on there. That one is adorable that she has on though. So cute. So Yeah, I don't know. I just, it is a cute dress though, but oh my goodness, it is really cute. Use your dish. So, let's see what we're going to do with your hair. I don't mess with your hair too much. This one is the one. Yeah. So, and then I did attempt to do some therapy, but therapy didn't go over so well. Therapy is kind of difficult. You got to find a therapist that I don't know. I guess that they explained it to me that you just have to find a therapist that you, I guess, mesh well with. I guess that's a pretty good word we can use. And again, in high demand, so you kind of got to wait around until you actually find one. But I did not. I did try that for a minute. I was still trying to find one, but then I ended up moving. I didn't stay there. But I was able to get on medication, talk to I talked to someone about it, about what I was going through and how I was feeling. And the medicine really did help. Oh my gosh, 90% better than what I was feeling and what I was going through prior. So for me, medication was and is helpful because COVID was bad for me. COVID was really bad. I ended up having to increase my dosage because of it. It just kind of, yeah, it just really sent me, I don't know, and it wasn't just COVID, it was everything that was going on around that time. It was just a bit much for me. I don't know about nobody else, but yeah, it was a bit much for me. But, you know, and I ended up having to increase my dosage, and I added something else to mine. So I have something extra that I take for just little, difficult times, I guess you can say. But like I said, 100%, 90% better than what I used to have to deal with on my own. And now I just go to the doctor, I just talk to him. I know he's my medical doctor, and I know he's not my psychiatrist or psychologist or therapist or anything like that. But you've been with me for the past 3 years, and you're who I go and talk to. So, and yeah. But yeah, that is how it has been for me. If anyone else has had to deal with mental health, give me your experience in a comment about what it was like for you trying to get help. And was it different? Was it similar? Was it easier for you? I'm very curious to know. But yeah, getting help when you have mental health and the stereotype behind it. Oh, and let me tell you some other thing too. So, and not everybody is going to be, not everyone is understands, or even doctors still have a some doctors even have because that was a problem that I was having, was doctors having not having a certain, I guess, stigma with the mental health, or, I don't know. But let me tell you. And then I had a situation with my son, and I was like, when he was in college, and I was like, I have, in my, what I have found out and what I know for a fact to be true is that my mother and my grandmother both were schizophrenics, okay? So I worry about my children and what any mental illness that they might have, because when it comes to depression, you may not know about it until they're gone. And that is not something that I don't want to find out that my child had depression until, after he's gone, because it was so bad, or he couldn't see through, so he committed suicide. No. I've done that all through my junior high, all the way up until, I think high school was when I stopped trying to commit suicide. And the reason why was because I finally could see light at the end of the road. And that helped me to realize that there was actually an end coming. It was actually a way out for me. It was coming. I just had to hold on. So, but when you're young, or doesn't matter, you don't even have to just be young. When you're depressed, when you have depression and you're contemplating suicide, if you're even at that point, you're contemplating suicide for real, you can't see anything. You can't see nothing. You cannot see anything beyond what is in front of you. And what is in front of you is so bad, obviously, that you're considering taking your life. That you don't see tomorrow. You cannot see it tomorrow. You cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. For me, in my situation, what my situation was. So it was constantly abuse, physical, mental, sexual. I was only a child. I had been I'm with this family now, and it's constantly, day in, every day, abuse. So yeah, I honestly did not see any way out of this. I tried to get help. No one would help me. I was threatened by the mother that pretty much if I, no one else was going to want me, no one else wanted me. So my next step was I would end up in this home, which was going to be terrible, according to her. Yeah, so, there was no end, there was no way out, there was no light. The people who were supposed to protect me, which was DHS, I run away, you bring me back. You don't listen to me. So what other options do I have as a child? What do you think? What options do I have? Continue living like this, or get out? And the only way out that I saw was death. And so yeah, to me, that's what I tried to do. Honestly, I don't know how I got through it. Because even when there was no even high school, it was still bad. It was still, still dealing with the mental abuse, the physical abuse, we're still dealing with the bull crap to the point to, but I was able to see a way that I don't know, I got this inside of me that I wanted to survive. I wanted to make it. I did get that inside of me. And so I did. And then the next thing I wanted was I wanted my own, and I did get my own. When I say my own family, my own, someone I can love. And that was my first child. And but unfortunately, I didn't really have anything. I didn't have no one to, I didn't have a family to fall back on to help me. I didn't have the education I needed to have the type of job that I needed to have to support me and my child. Didn't have a husband at the time either, or a supportive father for my son. So I didn't have any of those things. So I ventured out to try to do this on my own, and what I found out, it was quite difficult. And it was very stressful, and that was the beginning of my adult, of actually everything that had happened to me coming down and what effect it actually had on me and my mental health. And it was not good. So up until this point, it's just been me living in fear, just trying to survive in survivor mode. But now I am out. I am out on my own. I have a child, and I am trying to make it on my own with this child. One of the things I do know is that I love this child with all of my heart, and I will protect this child with my life. And I will not let any harm come to this child. So, and I meant that. And that is what I did. I might not have been the best mother. I might not have been able to. Uh-oh, boober. Wee wee. Open mouth. She's just looking at me. I'm sorry. There you go. Yeah, the backward sneeze. It's been kind of dry because we have the heat on, so it's been getting kind of dry. But yeah, but dealing with other things were very stressful, like feeding him, clothing him. How was I going to do all this stuff? I need a place to live, paying rent. Now I got to pay bills, which I don't know how. Pay and how I'm going to take care of this child, which luckily though, I did have friends that were, married and had children and stuff like that. So very helpful. And I don't know. It wasn't, I did things, I looked, I know how I wanted things to be, I wasn't real good at the financial part. I wasn't real good at paying bills. I wasn't real good at keeping a job and I wasn't real good at that kind of stuff. I did keep a roof over our head. I did, did the best I could on that. I did go through lots of jobs. But again, this is when you find out everything that had happened to me and what kind of effect that it was having on me as an adult. And well, relationships were not great. The only relationship that really kept was with my child. So this baby I loved it, would do anything for it. And I did. I always, always tried to make sure that we had what we needed to have, that he had everything that he needed to have. Um, I did totally forget about myself, and I wasn't taking care of myself like I was supposed to, like I used to. But I was completely taking care of him. And I had to deal with some other things too. One day I'll tell you about that. Not today. But because we're just focusing on mental health today. But one of the things that I do remember is that like I said, I wasn't real good at, the financial part of it. I really wasn't. But as far as, being a mom, I was great at that. If I could just do that, I would have been just great. Because his snacks, everything, I did all that. I was at the school. I was always at the school. When he got older and he was in school, I was always at the school. I was always a part of everything that he did. I went to everything that he was in. Even though we have nobody else, no other family or anyone else to attend any of his events, it's okay. I did. I even volunteered when I could volunteer. I made it happen. Okay. I went so far as I even would, I was a substitute. So I substituted in the schools. Just did not making no money. Substitutes do not make a lot of money. So not make hardly no money. So we were like really living check to check. So, but, and it was every time that it was stressful, like when I would lose a job, and I didn't know how I was going to, pay a bill. Those are things that are quite difficult for me. I managed, I figured it out, but it was stressful. It was. Starting out, I would say, let's see. I don't know. I would say that it really hit me with the mental illness would probably be when I entered into relationships with men. That was when I believe the mental illness could be seen. No relationship ever lasted. I just wasn't that, yeah, I would say, yeah, that, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Well, you know what? We'll talk about that another day. So, living with mental health is difficult for me. It has been difficult for me. It has gotten so much better. I have a long way to go. This is true. But I think that I've come a long way. I've come a long way. I really have. I have come a long way. I really have. A lot of things in my life are completely different. Riri or Mika, hush. So, like I said, I've come a long way. I don't suffer from the same things. I don't have the same issues, the same problems that I've had before. But I still have a ways to go. I don't know that I will ever be, I don't know. I don't know what is it supposed to look like? What's supposed to be it, how when you're painting a reborn baby, and when I paint it and I'm finished with it, and what the finished product is, I don't know. Is there a finished product? Is there a or if I ever will get to that finished product. I don't know. Um, I think at this point of my life, it's just being able to live with it, um, healthy, in a healthy way for me and for others. Being able to not put myself in the situations that cause me to be to to cause myself to be in those to be stressed out, um, you know, but um, to try to live a life that is, for me, just mild, um, happy, and be able to do the things that I enjoy doing, to be able to be around the people that I enjoy being around, and not having to be around those that I do not. Because at my age, if I don't want to be around you because you cause me a lot of stress or a lot of pain, I don't have to, and I won't. Um, but yeah, at this point, I think that it's just about learning um, to live a life free of those things that causes the annoyances, I guess you can say. But it is late, guys, and I'm about to shut it down and catch me a few Z's. I love you. Toodles. Peace.